How long does a deck project take? The short answer is, of course, it depends. But you're here for real answers, so let's get into it. The average deck that we do is 200 to 300 square feet. That covers everything from a 14 by 14 up to about 16 by 18. And anywhere in that range, you're typically looking at about 3 to 5 days. Um, Now, there are a lot of variables. Those variables are number one, of course, is size. And then everything else is a distant second. But those are the height off the ground can affect it. The complexity, if you've got inlays or a special pattern, if you've got multi-level decks, all that'll factor into the time. But the number one thing is of course going to be just the sheer size of the deck. We've got some projects that were over 1,000 square feet that can take 3 weeks or more. As for the second leading factor of how long it's going to take, that being the height off the ground, that affects things because the higher you go off the ground, the more labor gets involved. And especially if there's a set of stairs, a large set of stairs like that can have as much labor and time as the entire rest of the deck. So height off the ground, adding those sets of stairs. If your deck has multiple sets of stairs, stairs are very labor intensive. One of the last factors that I want to just touch on is how many people we have on the job. Sometimes we'll have two. Sometimes we can have as many as 4 or 5 people working on the job. That will also drastically affect how long it takes, but that's a little bit less in your control. I know that's hard to think about when you're in the early stages of planning for your deck, but that is one of the factors that can affect how long it takes. Um, but again, just to recap, typical deck, 200 to 300 square feet, you're looking 3 to 5 days. Some projects can take up to 3 weeks if they are large and complex. But yeah, our average is right around a week.